A fashion business website guide at Dmoz-Odp. dmoz-odp.org/business/arts_and_entertainment/fashion. Chapter 1. Fashion Business Websites 1. Fashion Design Websites. Subcategories. Collections. Haute couture. Accessories. Bridal. Lingerie. Swimwear. Textiles. Resources. alldressedupinc.com, All Dressed Up Inc. Designer Lorene Lightfoot specializes in women's made-to-measure garments and millinery that have been featured in films and television productions. bacadasilva.com, Baca da Silva, includes profile, collections, press releases and online shopping. edwardcromarty.com, Edward Cromarty Art Design, New Jersey, USA, and UK. Specializes in the design, manufacture and sale of bridal gowns, bridal accessories, evening wear, and sleepwear. Includes profile, atelier, collections, and contact details. helenmorley.com, Helen Morley, offers gowns. Includes fashion images, store locator, and contact information. May not work in all browsers. nicolarene.co.uk, Nicole Renee, dressmaker couturier based in London designing evening, bridesmaid, and wedding gowns. Photo gallery, list of services and press clippings. apparelzarch.com/design, apparel search design studio, provides artwork design and consulting services including technical drawings, size specifications, concept boards, and garment production. sohoexchange.biz, Soho Exchange, promotes emerging designers of fashion jewelry, women's apparel, new fragrances, and cosmetics and stylists. World Fashion Business Websites. aepcindia.com, AEPC. Apparel Export Promotion Council, India. Organization sponsored by Ministry of Textiles to monitor garment exports quotas and provide online trading facilities. News and quota circulars, apparel auctions and calendar of events. Directory of Apparel Export Companies. china-accessories.com, James Tassi Accessories Co. Ltd., China. Exporters of a range of accessories for garments, footwear, and home furnishings. Also, construction hardware, cosmetic items and non-woven fabrics. fabitechcompany.com, Fabtech, USA. Handles used clothing, wiping rags, used shoes, credential clothing, mixed rags, textile remnants and store return items. Includes buy and sell lists. franz-mensch.de, Hauben, Germany. Paper chef's hats and forage hats, non-woven mob caps, polythene aprons, and non-woven half aprons. groomingfashion.8m.net, Grooming Fashion, USA. Clothing, garments, clothes for babies, infants, children, men, women, baby, clothing. gdigtex.com, Qiaotai Group, China. Exporters and importers of collections of woven and knitted casual wear, jeanswear and stuffed toys. English and Chinese. henainstar.com, Henan Star, China. Jackets, trousers, pants, shorts, shirts, t-shirts, ties, scarves, neckwear. iei3.tripod.com, Indira Expo International, India. Exporters of all sorts of ladies' accessories, speciality in scarves, stoles, and designer shawls. innovativecase.com, Innovative Case Inc. lead-links.com, Lead Links, Ltd., Bangladesh. International traders and manufacturers, representatives of textile goods and leather accessories. Yarns, fabrics, and ready-made woven and knitted garments. Also, Internet services and software development. Motivexonline.com, Motivex, Pakistan. Manufacturers and exporters of all kinds of sports gloves. Mulitex.com, Mulitex, Ltd., import and export of collections of woven and knitted sports and casual wear for men, women and children. Custom design and manufacturing services and materials sourcing. plhfashion.com, PLH Fashion Group, Taiwan. Provides retailers, specializing in young fashion with the experience, contacts, and skills. Promod.ro, Promod Ltd. Samigoran.com, S&G Textile Consulting, Turkey. Textile consultants, sourcing agency, exporters and distributors for casual wear and swimwear. Also, quality control services. sci-ties.com, Cities, Inc., manufacturers agents for custom designed neckwear, from silk. Shahryar.8m.com, Shahryar International, Pakistan. Garment sourcing and buying agency, specializing in Asia and the Middle East. Also, dealers in surplus inventories of cotton fabrics, towels, robes and socks. SingoniaExports.com, Singonia Export Pvt. Ltd. Manufacturers and exporters of ladies' garment, scarves, beach scarves and bandanas. Sinotexas.com, Zhejiang Textiles Co., China. Global traders in woven and knitted apparel. Also, collections of home textiles, grage, dyed and printed fabrics, industrial yarns and woolen piece goods. Technical specifications. English and Chinese. Socksturkey.com, Zara Socks and Textiles Agani, Ltd., Turkey. Textile sourcing and export agency, involved in custom sample development, production organization and control and customs clearance and shipment of socks and underwear. Springfootwear.com, Spring Footwear, USA. Importer of fly-float and spring step footwear for men and women. Includes a brief profile, collections, a store locator and links to online retailers. stride-online.com, Stride Co. Ltd. TatanHK.com, Tatank, China. Garment exporter of both woven and knitted garments, exported to US, EU, Canada, and Australia. TEA-INDIA.org, Tirupur Exporters Association, T, India. Exporters of cotton knitwear who have production facilities. Trendprior.com, Trendprior Textiles BV, the Netherlands. Importers, exporters, and stocklot traders of collections of garments and home textiles. Detailed product catalogs, including technical information, quantities, and prices. English and Dutch. 6cunafashions.co.nz, Vicuna Fashions, New Zealand. Importer of fashion clothing and accessories, home furnishings, and textiles from Asia. Fashion Business Magazine websites. 2bemag.com, 2bemag, flash-based magazine featuring modeling, photography, video art and design. 2luxury2.com, 2luxury2, online magazine covering luxury brands and news. Adversus.com, Adversus, Italian-based fashion, beauty, and lifestyle site. Apparelzarch.com/stylemouse, a fashion blog, where users can click on the videos and get further information on the items shown. Artfashionmag.com, art and fashion, UK-based online magazine, featuring fashion, design, and luxury lifestyle, celebrating outstanding people and emerging talents. AventuraMagazine.com, Aventura, South Florida targeted magazine focusing on fashion, travel, and the affluent lifestyle. BBMagazine.com, BB, complement to bridal apparel publication for South Asian Americans. Includes celebrity interviews, trend, beauty, and style advice, for both men and women. Blog.glamshutter.com, Glamshutter, Mumbai-based fashion, lifestyle, and travel blog. Bulletmedia.com, Bullet, digital version of Quarterly, featuring art, fashion and celebrity interviews. Catwalkyourself.com, Catwalk Yourself, coverage of shows and fashion weeks, with encyclopedia section covering the history of fashion. ChicToday.com, Chic Today, online lifestyle and fashion magazine that seeks to redefine the boundaries of inner chicness. Flash required. ClichéMag.com, Cliché, online magazine showcasing the hipster side of fashion, music, and entertainment. Collection-magazine.com, collection magazine, pan-Arab luxury magazine covering jewelry and fashion. ContentMode.com, Content Mode, quarterly, independently produced digital fashion magazine, with regularly updated blog. DashienFashion.com, Dashin Fashion, online kids fashion magazine covering designers from around the globe. DazedDigital.com, Dazed and Confused, online edition of London-based youth fashion and culture magazine. DesignSolutionSMD.com/6 Savis, vis-a-vis, covering fashion, beauty, travel, cuisine, and pop culture. DuHomm.es, DuHoms, digital publication that features emerging designers in the luxury sportswear market. DIYFashion.com, DIY fashion, fashion, style, and beauty headlines as well as do-it-yourself tips. DressLab.com, DressLab, music and art with collection reviews, styling tips and a shop guide. Flash required. EverythingChic.com, Everything Chic, UK fashion portal featuring store reviews, fashion resources, editorials on the latest trends and shopping tips. Factio-magazine.com, Factio magazine, features designer profiles and brief stories on shows, fashion culture, and beauty. FalseModesty.com, False Modesty, fashion and design on a global, transcultured scale. FashionCentral.pk, Fashion Central, Pakistani website with fashion, beauty, and celebrity news. FashionClick.com, Fashion Click, bilingual, Spanish and English, online trend and style magazine covering men's and women's collections and accessories. FashionElla.com, Fashion Ella, designer interviews and fashion news, from Pakistan. FashionFollower.com, the dedicated follower of fashion, explores the link between rock music and style. Includes trends, video pics, rock cartoons and events schedule. FashionIndie.com, Fashion Indie, articles on fashion, beauty, culture, and entertainment since 2006. FashionKeBatan.com, Fashion Keebatan, fashion and beauty with a South Asian perspective. FashionOffice.org, FashionOffice.org, Austrian online magazine providing a glimpse into current trends worldwide. FashionPressCenter.com, Fashion Press Center, website dedicated to new generation fashion designers. FashionProjects.org, Fashion Projects, biannual publication about fashion and its relation to other visual disciplines. Features articles from print edition. FashionsRunway.com, Fashions Runway, Pakistani fashion website, with celebrity coverage and beauty guide. FashionsTown.com, Fashions Town, Pakistani site covering fashion, beauty, celebrities, home decor, and health. FashionTube.com, FashionTube, video site dedicated exclusively to fashion films. Users can view, upload, and share fashion-related videos. FashionWeLike.com, Fashion We Like, interviews with industry insiders and editorial features. FashionWrapUp.com, Fashion Wrap-Up, quick hits on fashion, style, celebrity, culture, and beauty news. Felty.com, Felt, Australian site bringing together 5 influential fashion bloggers. FillerMagazine.com, Filler Magazine, fashion from the New York scene, along with music, film, and the arts. FlorumFashion.com, Florum Fashion Magazine, green beauty and fashion magazine based in San Francisco. FluxMagazine.com, Flux, online version of the well-known UK-based emerging fashion, art, travel, and culture magazine. FocusOnStyle.com, Focus on Style, down-to-earth beauty, style, and shopping advice, catwalk reports and makeover tips from fashion expert Sharon Haver. FUK.co.uk, Fashion UK, London-based fashion news and opinion, with an active user forum. Glosty.co, Glosty, fashion enthusiasts can write their own articles and share them via this site. Hempista.com, Hempista, fashion, beauty, and lifestyle e-zine based around hemp and hemp-based products. Hintmag.com, Hint, articles, interviews, columns, archives, message boards, links, and information on advertising. i-d.vice.com/n_gb, contemporary fashion and style guide including collections, videos, interviews, stories, and images. Iconik.com, Iconic, fashion, lifestyle, beauty, and trends magazine featuring virtual catwalk shows, news, editorials and weblog. Indexmagazine.com, Index, interviews with designers and other industry insiders, with selected past articles. IndieCoutureUnique.com, Indie Couture magazine, online complement to magazine dealing with fashion, culture, and emerging designers. IndieFashionDaily.com, Indie Fashion Daily, covering indie fashion entrepreneurs, innovators, visionaries, with a Los Angeles-centric outlook. InfluenzaOnline.net, Influenza Online, a Los Angeles-based fashion and entertainment publication. Requires Adobe Reader for some articles. InternetTrends.com, InternetTrends.com, collections of photographs from European runways, with some special features, downloads, and a quiz. ItFashion.com, ItFashion, cool hunting in fashion, art, and culture. Updates monthly. It'sALLStyleTome.com, It's All Style to Me, blog with an insider's view of the latest in fashion and style. JapaneseStreets.com, Japanese Streets, English language site exploring street trends and interviews with designers and artists. Includes an online community. JewelryMonthly.com, Jewelry Monthly, news, articles and information for the jewelry industry. KittenMagazine.com, Kitten, fashion magazine featuring fresh faces and glossy editorials. KoreanFashionOnline.com, Korean Fashion Online, fashion trends, celebrity news and tips from South Korea. LatestLifestyles.com, Latest Lifestyles, Pakistani fashion magazine with gossip and home decor sections. LOOK-AT.com, Look At, Paris-based fashion site with photographic shoots, geared to inspiring readers. Look.co.uk, Look, latest fashion, celebrity style and beauty news including details of discounts, new products, and celebrity style trends. LuluMagazine.com, Lulu, Canadian women's magazine covering topics such as shopping, fashion, and beauty trends. LuxuryActivist.com, Luxury Activist, international lifestyle webzine about luxury, fashion, beauty, arts, architecture, design, and high-tech. LuxuryCulture.com, LuxuryCulture.com, Flash-based site featuring luxury brands, travel, hotels, fashion, design, and art. LuxuryFacts.com, Luxury Facts, luxury brands and services, including food, fashion, travel and automobiles. MagTheWeekly.com, Mag, The Weekly, weekly fashion and celebrity magazine from Pakistan. MetroFashion.com, Metro Fashion, based in San Francisco, photos and articles target corporate buyers with trend forecasting based on seasonal ready-to-wear presentations. Mod-TV.com, MODV, video-driven site with reports from the world of supermodels and international designer fashion shows. Modelinea.com, Modelinea, fashion and modeling as seen through the eyes of models themselves. Modelixir.com, Modelixir, stories on fashion, shopping, travel, and health. Moj.com, Moj, web counterpart to Dubai-based bi-monthly with brief daily updates. MomsandTotsMag.com, Moms and Tots, the parenting magazine for the stylish new mom. MZMahoganyChic.com, MZ Mahogany Chic, beauty, fashion, makeup and natural hair articles and celebrity interviews. NowFashion.com, Now Fashion, online magazine presenting fashion shows in real time. Papermag.com, Papermug, New York art exhibits, club listings, literary events, movie reviews and shows. Includes nightlife guide. Photosescienz.com, Photo Session Z, covering fashion and fashion photography, including what to wear, trends and styles, and interviews with fashion personalities. Pushitmagazine.com, Push It, fashion, editorial photography, editorials and music. Flash required. ReadFashionMag.com, Read Fashion Magazine, Kenya-based fashion and modeling magazine, covering men's and women's styles. SassyBella.com, SassyBella.com, an Australian fashion and beauty site, with trend reports, shopping tips, and columns. Senzi.se, Senz, high-quality fetish fashion magazine from Sweden featuring predominantly shoots, with art and lifestyle stories. Sfilate.com, Sfilate, Italian-based website reviewing fashion and accessories, including catwalk news. Showstudio.com, Showstudio, Nick Knight's collaborative photography, video and new media site. Siz.com, Sixated, style solutions, shopping suggestions and trend information, all with top 6 lists. Sojones.com, Sojones, urban and hip-hop fashion, including industry news and rumors. Sova-magazine.com, Sova, independent monothematic, self-published photography and art magazine with the aim of featuring evolving artists from all around the globe. Splendora.com, Splendora, site with fashion weblog, columns, classifieds, and shopping information. Style.pk, Pakistan fashion, covering fashion from Pakistan and India. Stylebable.ph, Stylebable, Philippine-centered site covering trends, parties, street style, shopping, and fashion shows. Includes insider blogs and a shopping directory. StyleQuotidian.com, Style Quotidian, a web magazine featuring original photography and coverage of fashion, beauty, art, entertainment, lifestyle, and the environment. Updated daily. StylishEve.com, Stylish Eve, online magazine covering fashion trends, jewelry, beauty, and home decor. TheBiteMag.com, The Bite, quarterly flash-based fashion, beauty, and travel magazine, with more regular updates via a blog. TheCoolTour.com, The Culture, features on luxury, fashion, getaways, and the arts. TheForumist.com, The Forumist, interactive magazine in print and digital editions covering fashion, art, music, and street and pop culture. TheGentile.com, The Gentile, unearthing the forces shaping international fashion and design, through the lenses of business, culture, and society. TheGloss.com, The Gloss, tips on fashion, beauty, and shopping for everyday life. TheJewelryEditor.com, The Jewelry Editor, commentary and expert opinions from Maria Dalton and her team of experts. ThelaFashion.com, The Los Angeles fashion magazine, web counterpart of print glossy covering the greater Los Angeles area fashion scene. TheStyleSpy.com, The Style Spy, the ultimate survival guide to what's new and hot in Vancouver, BC, from fashion and style to beauty and living. TheTrendSpotter.net, The Trend Spotter, covering the latest fashion trends, street styles, designers, events, inspirations, and catwalks of the world. ThinkContra.com, Contra, Toronto-based multimedia publication exploring urban culture. TorontoIsFashion.com, Toronto is Fashion, blog about fashion with news, events, views, a directory and other information on the Toronto fashion scene. TrendLuxury.com, Trend Luxury, a guide to the latest trends, luxury lifestyle, and shopping. UCEMag.com, UCE Life Online, North American magazine featuring fashion, design, and culture. Verification required. ViewFashionBook.com, ViewFashionBook.com, library of catwalk images from the world's major fashion weeks. ViralFashion.com, Viral Fashion, online magazine with monthly photo editorials and new articles weekly about nightlife, fashion, beauty, and accessories. VisionaryWorld.com, Visionaire, summary of each art and fashion limited edition published 3 or 4 times annually since 1991. Ordering and reservation information and archive availability provided. vmagazine.com, V, online counterpart to the large format fashion, art, and culture magazine. Wondermika.com, Wondermika, news and tips on fashion, beauty and lifestyle plus online shopping reports. You Wish You Looked This Good.blogspot.com, You Wish You Looked This Good, an irreverent spin on the fashion world, detailing all things fanciful, ridiculous, and hilarious in the world of models and makeup. Women's fashion magazine websites at dmoz-odp.org/arts/design/fashions/magazines_and_e-zines/women. 1am.co.nz/new1am, New Zealand-based magazine covering fashion. Agendamag.com, Agenda Magazine, monthly law-based fashion and lifestyle webzine. Beauty, health, and indie music also covered. Anokaimedia.com, Anokai, web counterpart to a glossy fashion and entertainment magazine geared towards South Asian women. Beautifulyou.com.pk, Beautiful You, featuring beauty and health tips and fashion trends. ChicGalleria.com, Chic Galleria, an online fashion and lifestyle magazine. Covers products, lifestyle tips, and recipes. ChicProfile.com, Chic Profile, beauty tips and new releases in makeup, with some news on fashion and style. Coralsandcognacs.com, Corals and Cognacs, fashion blog based in Chicago. CreamMag.com, Cream, a quarterly print fashion, art, music, lifestyle, and design publication with daily online updates. Elle.com, LUS, beauty, style trends, editors' picks, shopping, astrology, reader forums and supplemental content from the print publication. Elle.in, Elle India, Indian edition of internationally known title with content on beauty, fashion, lifestyle, and astrology. ElleCanada.com, Elle Canada, subscription information, editor's note and table of contents from current issue and links to Mocha Sofa portal services such as a discussion forum and contests. LUK.com, LUK, beauty, fashion, shopping, horoscopes, lifestyle, and travel, reader forums and content from the print publication. FashionAllure.com, Fashion Allure, trends, celebrity style, collections, models, beauty, and accessories. FashionBombDaily.com, Fashion Bomb, an online portal for women to find celebrity looks, suggestions on what to wear to various events and profiles of designers. Fashionesource.com, Fashionesource.com, blog with fashion campaigns, styling advice, and beauty tips. FashionMagazine.com, Fashion Magazine, the web component of Canada's general fashion title, with fashion, beauty, gift ideas, and online competitions. FashionReporters.com, Fashion Reporters, exclusive runway show reviews from around the world, plus interviews with some of the industry's movers and shakers. FashionTribes.typepad.com, Fashion Tribes, blog covering fashion, beauty, and modeling news. Fashweekly.com, Fashion Weekly, online fashion magazine based in Toronto. Features beauty, style, and news. Flare.com, Flare, monthly fashion articles and reports, beauty tips, and celebrity profiles. Supplement to Canadian publication. foxyandflats.com.au, Fox and Flats, sharing tips, ideas, and inspiration to make it easier to navigate motherhood in style. FuseFashionMag.com, Fuse Bay Area fashion, flash-based fashion, beauty, and health magazine aimed at mature women. Fustani.com, Fustani, fashion magazine aimed at Middle Eastern women covering fashion trends, beauty tips, runway shows, celebrities and weddings. GlamourMagazine.co.uk, Glamour UK, daily gossip, fashion, beauty, celebrities, games, chat, shopping and horoscopes in UK edition of this Condé Nast title. HarpersBazaar.co.uk, Harper's Bazaar UK, based in London, a companion publication with recommended books and products, events, e-cards, wallpapers and article previews from the current print issue. HarpersBazaar.com, Harper's Bazaar, trends, advice, editorial photo features, events snapshots, health articles, and celebrity interviews. harpersbazaar.com.au, Harper's Bazaar Australia, Australian fashion, beauty, and celebrity news. hazine.com, Hazine, luxury pret-a-porter with runway and street style sections. instyle.co.uk, instyle.co.uk, gets up close and personal with the stars. Features celebrity style tips and expert fashion, beauty, and shopping advice. instyle.com, instyle.com, offers celebrity style news, photos, trend reports, and product finder. julieb.com, Julieb, an email-based magazine newsletter about luxury and design, with monthly archives. kaftanmag.com, Kaftan Mag, Moroccan-based fashion and beauty website. ladylux.com, Ladylux, luxury fashion, technology, eco-green, and lifestyle trends. lamodadubai.ae, La Moda Dubai, breaking fashion and lifestyle news aimed at the Arabian Gulf. ldnfashion.com, LDN Fashion, London fashion news and features. lipsticklifestyle.com, Lipstick Lifestyle, Canada's online authority for travel, food and drink, spas and beauty and health. lucire.com, Lucire, original online edition to international fashion magazine, featuring fashion, beauty, lifestyle, and travel stories, most exclusive to the web. marieclaire.com, Marie Claire, trends, figure-flattering tips, health and fitness, careers, contests and subscription information to the magazine and a free newsletter. mariefranceasia.com, Marie France Asia, catering to women across Asia, covering beauty, fashion, health, travel, design, and food. maternityanstyle.com, Maternity and Style, online magazine featuring trends in maternity fashion, beauty, and style. missmaven.com, Miss Maven, women's online magazine covering beauty, fashion, and lifestyle. mixitup.co.nz, Mix It Up, New Zealand fashion and beauty site helping those on a budget who still wish to look great. msfabulous.com, Ms. Fabulous, blog covering independent fashion design, shows and shopping specials. my-fashionmagazine.com, My Fashion Magazine, graphics-based, fortnightly online fashion and beauty magazine. nirvanastyle.com, Nirvana Lifestyle, magazine targeting South Asian women, dealing with fashion, lifestyle, entertainment, and celebrities. nordicstylemag.com, N-Style, focusing on fashion and design from the Nordic countries. papierdoll.net, Papierdoll, news and features on fashion and beauty, plus a users forum. parischerie.com, Paris Cherie, a bilingual site in Chinese and English designed to bring Parisian fashion to a Chinese audience. retrochic.co.uk, Retrochic, helping readers discover their own style by finding the best in affordable vintage and ethical fashion. runwaylive.com, Runway, magazine covering fashion, beauty, celebrity news, shopping, and romance. supnamagazine.com, Supna Magazine, a monthly US-based online and print fashion and lifestyle magazine targeting women aged 18-34 belonging to the South Asian diaspora. savoir-faire.com, Savoir-Faire, magazine covering women's fashion, beauty, celebrity news, shopping, and romance in the Middle East. secondcitystyle.com, Second City Style, a Chicago-based fashion magazine for stylish, savvy women. stylebust.com, Stylebust, weblog examining trends in fashion, beauty, and home decor. stylecaster.com, Stylecaster, community-driven fashion website including shopping and events sections. stylefrizz.com, Stylefrizz, blog with fashion and style news, trends, articles. Daily updated. stylehunter.com, Stylehunter.com, Australian site covering fashion, beauty, and lifestyle. stylemom.com, StyleMom, lifestyle magazine with news on celebrity mothers and babies, featuring budget tips and discounts. stylenic.com, Stylenic, San Francisco-based style publication focusing on laid-back glamour for grown ups. Stylerines.com, Style Reigns, UK site focused on equestrian style. TheCarbonMagazine.com, Carbon, independent fashion magazine based out of Tempe, Arizona, reporting on new brands, designers, and trends. TheDemurist.com, The Demurist, New York-based site for modern, cultured women of depth. TheEstilipa.com, The Style Pa, hints, tips, tricks and trends for effortless style, including ideas for budget fashionistas. ThreadNZ.com, Thread, New Zealand-based site has articles on style and culture. Transtyle.jp/n, transtyle.jp, capturing the street style of young Japanese women, including the kawaii and harajuku trends. Trendystyle.com.hk, trendy style, fashion, makeup, and hair trends, aimed at Asian women. ValourMagazine.com, Valour, fashion collections, editorials, and music reviews. VerveMagazine.in, Verve Magazine, online counterpart to India's international fashion magazine, with sections on people, style, life, spirituality, and shopping. Vogue.co.uk, British Vogue, photos of seasonal collections and industry news rounded out with beauty advice and celebrity interviews. Vogue.com.au, Vogue Australia, show coverage and style trends including Australian ready-to-wear collections. VonMode.com, VonMode, editorials promoting models, photographers, stylists, makeup artists, and agencies. WearNiceClothes.blogspot.com, Wear Nice Clothes, students comment on fashion trends. WWD.com, Women's Wear Daily, limited without subscription version of the industry retailer publication. YVE-style.com, If Style, articles about fashion, a healthy lifestyle and beauty tips and tricks. Chapter 2. Fashion business websites 2. Fashion conferences and trade show websites. ASAPshow.com, ASAP, USA. Establishes a premier venue for leading international textile and garment manufacturers and global buyers to meet and conduct business under one roof during the world's largest apparel trade week. AtelierDesigners.com, Atelier Designers, USA. Features 3 annual trade shows of fashion collections of women's wear and accessories to the wholesale market. New York. ColumbiaModa.com, Columbia Moda, Columbia. Features apparel trade show with sample of designers, apparel, home textiles, machinery, and specialized services. Medellin. DENVER-WESA.com, Denver International Market, USA. Equestrian trade show featuring clothing and apparel in the Western and English lifestyle. Denver. Fameshouse.com, Fashion Avenue Market Expo, USA. Features trade show displaying women's clothing and accessories for fashion market retailers. New York. fashionart.it/fashion/fair.html, fashionart, fashion fairs in Italy. fur-fashion-frankfurt.de, fur and fashion, Germany. Annual International Trade Fair for the fur, leather, and textile fashion industries, at the Frankfurter Messe. English and German. fxfashionexchange.com, FX Fashion Exchange, fashion marketplace located in Vancouver, BC, Canada with over 100 agency showrooms and 700 lines of fashion merchandise. ispo.de, ISPO, Germany. International Trade Show for Sports Fashion and Equipment. Munich. ISSshows.com, Imprinted Sportswear Shows, USA. Trade shows for the screen printing, embroidery, and promotional products industries held annually at Long Beach, Orlando, Atlantic City, New England, Schaumburg, Atlanta and Fort Worth. Includes information, registration, image galleries, press releases and FAQ for each show and contact details. From Nielsen Business Media Inc. leipziger-messe.de, Mode Messe Leipzig, Germany. International trade fairs for clothing, footwear, and accessories. English and German. lineapelle-fair.it, Lineapelle, Italy. International Exhibition of Leathers, Accessories, Components, Synthetic Products, and Models for Footwear, Leather Goods, Leatherware and Furnishings. Milan. ManhattanVintage.com, Manhattan Vintage, USA. Show information for Manhattan's premier vintage clothing and fashion show. Margin.tv, Margin, upscale streetwear exhibition held in London and Tokyo. News and upcoming show details. Listings of past exhibitors and artists. MESSE-OFFENBACH.de, Messe Offenbach GmbH, Germany. Fairs for the international leather fashion and accessories industries, organized twice every year. moda-uk.co.uk, Moda UK, UK. Annual event showcasing apparel, accessories, and footwear exhibits and seminars. Includes information for exhibitors, visitors, travel and accommodations, registration form and related contacts. Modefabriek.nl, De Modefabriek, the Netherlands. Trade fairs for fashion, footwear, and accessories for men, women and children, organized twice a year in the Western Gasworks in Amsterdam. English and Dutch. Semanamoda.ifema.es, IFEMA, Spain. Organizers of international trade shows for the Spanish industry. Fashion Week shows for the textile, garments, footwear, and accessories industries, organized twice a year. English and Spanish. Spectrata.com, Specialty Trade Shows, Inc. TMC.ch, TMC Fashion Square, Switzerland. Wholesale Center for Textiles and Clothing. Continuous trade fair for the textile fabrics, clothing, footwear, and accessories industries. English, German, and French. USAFashionShows.com, USA International Fashion Shows, USA. Runway fashion shows and fashion show exhibits of leading fashion designers from around the world. Women and men fashion. Couture, evening and contemporary fashion. WHOSNEXT-TRADESHOW.com, Who's Next, semi-annual presentation schedules for trend forecast collections and up-and-coming designers. WorldFashionCenter.nl, World Fashion Center, the Netherlands. Continuous International Fashion Show. Food and health services, showrooms, logistic assistance, publications, and exhibition and conference rooms. Trading in women's, men's, and children's wear and accessories. English and Dutch. Fashion illustration websites. BILDonovanLimited.com, Bill Donovan Limited, portfolio and print shop for the Christian Dior artist in residence. BlairBradenstein.com, Blair Bradenstein, fashion illustrations and art by Blair Bradenstein. CeciliaKarlstedt.com, Cecilia Karlstedt, Swedish fashion illustrator that primarily focuses on watercolor illustration. CedricRiverain.com, Cedric Riverain, portfolio of Paris-based fashion illustrator Cedric Riverain. Coolrista.blogspot.ca, Nadia Colorista, fashion illustrator based in Russia. Coolrista.blogspot.ru, Coolrista, Russian fashion illustrator Nadia Colorista, specializing in pencil. DavidDownton.com, David Downton, the portfolio of an illustrator and celebrity portrait artist. DonaldRobertson.com, Donald Robertson, portfolio site of Estee Lauder's in-house illustrator. Drawedit.com, Drawedot, curated collection of fashion illustrations from style editor Marcus Kin. HaydenWilliamsIllustrations.tumblr.com, Hayden Williams Fashion Illustrations, official Tumblr of the British fashion illustrator. HollyIllustration.com, Holly Illustration, fashion, beauty, and accessories illustration. LauraLane.net, Laura Lane, portfolio of the Helsinki-based fashion illustrator and teacher. PageRing.com, PageRing, personal portfolio and website of the fashion illustrator PageRing. PaperFashion.net, Paper Fashion, the personal website of New York City fashion illustrator Katie Rogers. SamanthaHahn.com, Samantha Hahn, Manhattan-based, watercolor and ink illustrator. Sanchia.com.au, Sanchia Illustration, Australian womenswear fashion designer with online shop and blog. Sites.google.com/site/fashion illustration Anna Kuiper offers color and black and white illustrations, flat sketches, concept development, presentation boards and portfolio development assistance, as well as apparel, accessories, and jewelry design. SophieGriotto.portfoliobox.fr, Sophie Griotto, contemporary French fashion illustrator. StinaPerson.com, Stina Persson, Stockholm-based fashion illustrator specializing in mixed media. SusieYangPort.tumblr.com, Susie Yang Portfolio, fashion design illustration artist. Includes resume, portfolio and biography. TravelWriteDraw.blogspot.com, Travel Write Draw, personal blog of fashion illustrator Megan Morrison. Fashion photographer websites at dmoz-odp.org/business/arts_and_entertainment/photography/photographers/fashion. Subcategories: Africa, Asia, Caribbean, Central America, Europe, Middle East, North America, Oceania, South America. AlexisFinch.com, Alexis Finch photography, fashion, portrait, and modeling portfolios, as well as product and artistic photography. Located in Toronto, Canada. KissedByLightPhoto.com, Kissed by Light Photo, range of services including lingerie, glamour, and boudoir photography. LauraVirtuesday.com, Laura Virtue, portfolio for Toronto photographer. Fashion, portrait, and beauty for editorial and advertising clients. Renat.ca, Renat2HF, offers fashion, beauty, portraits and product advertising photography. Includes portfolios. Located in Vancouver, British Columbia. TomHawkinsPhotography.com, Tom Hawkins Photography, specializing in fashion, portrait, and commercial photography. Includes brief profile and galleries. Located in Vancouver, British Columbia. Fashion label websites. AlbertaFerretti.com, Philosophy di Alberta Ferretti, female fashion wear and accessories. Italy. Andindia.com, N, designer wear for women by Anita Dongra. India. BCBG.com, BCBG Max Azria, suits, separates, jeans, coats, dresses, handbags, and fragrance products. USA. BSBFashion.com, BSB Fashion, modern, practical young women's clothing. Greece. Bulgari.com, Bulgari, contemporary Italian jewelers and watchmakers. ClubMonaco.com, Club Monaco, products range from clothing and accessories, to eyewear, watches, sunglasses and cosmetics. Stores across the US and Canada. Kandisi.co.uk, Kandisi, designer clothes by Kandisi. CostumeNational.com, Costume National, fashion wear and fragrance for men and women. Includes store locator services. Italy. DariusCordell.com, Darius Cordell Fashion Ltd. Dior.com, Dior, fashion wear, jewelry, fragrance, skincare and makeup. France. DKNewYork.com, Karen, Donna, DKNY, features store locator and company information. EvoWeb.it, Evolution, leather fashion collections for men and women. Italy. FenWrightManson.com, Fenwright Manson, contemporary collection for women with an emphasis on clean design, color, coordination, and fabric interest. United Kingdom. Fubu.com, FUBU, For Us By Us, urban streetwear label known for their following among rap artists. USA. Gant.com, Gant, combines the traditional American style with an European flair. USA. Guess.com, Guess, latest Guess fashion collections, model photo shoots and downloads, VIP access to the models, latest fashion and company news, store locator and company information. Hampelcati.com, Hampel Catalan, handmade European-style traditional couture dresses, jackets and outfits under Tango brand. Hungary. LaPerla.com, La Perla offers men, women and children's apparel, as well as lingerie and eyewear. Italy. MyraCouture.com, Myra Couture, designers of custom-made women's fashions. Includes current line, schedule of shows and contact information. Miss9tie.com, Miss 60, vintage look female fashion wear. Sisley.com, Sisley, female casual wear. Italy. Sorka.ie, Sorka, catalogue of women's knitwear. Ireland. Fashion show production websites. Coutureproductions.org, Couture Productions, USA. Specializes in events and seminars for designers, retailers, and charities. Includes profile, details of services, client list, and contact details. PaulinaFashion.com, Paulina Fashion LLC, USA. Company offering event and photo shoot production, talent casting services and consulting. Includes client list, model portfolios, and application form, press reviews and inquiry form. SobelFashion.com, Sobel Fashion Productions, Inc., Florida. The-image-is.com, Hans Koekling, Canada. Producer, coordinator, and artistic director for designers, trade fairs, cosmetic and fragrance launches, corporate and media events and television. Includes biography, information on services, image gallery, client list, and contact details. Fashion consulting websites. ADIGinfo.com, American Design Intelligence Group, USA. Complete solutions for apparel design, product development, and marketing support. Also, website design and store planning services. AlchemyFashionGroup.com, Alchemy Fashion Group and Design Studio, Italy/USA. Consultancy focusing on fashion, footwear, accessories, and jewelry design and product and collection development. Includes profile, services, completed projects, jewelry collection, and contact details. ApparelSalesReps.com, Apparel Marketing Group, USA. Business consultants to the apparel and fashion industries, specializing in marketing and sales representatives recruitment and contracting. ConsultCU.net, Consult and Sew Associates, USA. Consultants to the clothing industry. Integrated design, development, and production services. IC-Group.com, Integrated Consulting Group, Inc., USA. Consultants to the apparel industry. Administrative systems. Distribution and marketing. Human development and manufacturing. Mattiaroli.com, Mattiaroli Associati, Italy. Consultants to the garment industry. International marketing and licensing. Management and executive search. Acquisitions and joint ventures. English and Italian. Trendstop.com, Trendstop, a design studio and consultancy service that specializes in trend forecasting and reports. London, England. Teen fashion business websites. 17.com/cosmogirl, Cosmogirl. fashion-icon.com, fashion icon. Features latest trends, dressing tips, and Ask the Fashion Experts column and fun craft projects. fashionworlds.blogspot.com, Fashion Worlds. Examines fashion designers and their influences. Includes excerpts from news reports and student profiles. PageantCenter.com, Pageant Center directory of teen modeling pageants. KidsClick.org.